Are there enough mics in the auditorium? Or they're just going to talk loudly? Okay. Questions?
Jackie, you did Rush Hour 1 in America, Rush Hour 2 in Hong Kong. How about Rush Hour 3 in India?
Yes, we probably start Rush Hour 3 in next July. 1st of July we start the movie. Same character, same director. Probably we start from New York in Paris. Yeah, sorry. But I'm come back for Jackie Chan. Yeah, Rush Hour 4. Okay, that's it.
Deal. Just write it down, guys. It's a deal.
Chris Tucker not coming. I'm coming by myself.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, next one. You can just raise your hand before jumping up on the chair and get questions. It might help. You know, I think the enthusiasm was good. It showed. Any more questions? Yes. Can we see you? If you could just stand up.
With Indian producers that have spoken to anyone, are you any advanced stage of making a film with Indian production house? Is there any plans?
Do you have any plans for an Indian production in the near future?
We've been talking about for a long time. Well, we've been approached by several producers in India, but actually we don't know the Indian market very well. And as you know, your films are quite different from the rest of the world. But Jackie is willing to try. He's going to shoot 2 versions, one for the world, the shorter version, and then he's willing to spend time to learn the Indian dancing and the singing. You know, that's part of an Indian film as far as we understand.
But I think this is the first step towards that. So I think, yes, go ahead. Next question. Yeah.
What do you think about Indian cinema?
What do you think about Indian cinema? This is a short question and answer.
I tell you what, I'm really shocking. You know, in the last couple of years, because the internet, because the cable TV, then I have a lot of chance to watch Indian movie. Not the whole thing. At least the MTV really. I tell you what, it's top of the world right now. Even one of my director, he just finished the movie called what? Perhaps Love. He used all the dance and choreograph all from India. I tell you what, India becoming really Bollywood. Becoming really strong now. Yeah.
Mallika, is it true that your role in this film is for only 9 minutes? If that is true, then why did you do this role? Because considering the fact that in our industry, when you do a role, you are always dominating the film. So is it because of only Jackie Chan you are agreed to only 9 minutes? If it is true, I don't know how many minutes your role is.
May I answer this question before?
I will translate it for the director and Jackie so they can answer it. The Indian media says that my role in the myth is only for 9 minutes, and why did I agree to do such a small role? Because in India, in most of the films I do, they're all my films centered around me. Why is my role so small, and why did I agree to do it? Is the question.
I guess I have to answer this. Well, first of all, The Myth is a Chinese movie leading by Jackie Chan, and the story that involved in India, because I love India and I wrote the script and I wrote the part into India as the part of the story, and because the story itself have its own story. And I would always love to work with Indian actors and actresses. So I come over and I found Mallika, which I think she's a great actress that is fit perfectly on the characters in my story. So I cast her in, and when I talked to her, she already noticed that it's a Jackie Chan's movie that have mostly Jackie is the center. And then she agreed to do that, and she had to do a lot of fighting and running around, and something that she never done before. I'm looking for a beautiful Indian woman, sexy, and she could do yoga and she could do dancing and she can act and. She has everything that I want, so I asked her if she wanted to do the movie, and she said she agreed to do the movie, and I'm glad that that she's willing to take the part. Thank you.
But that question was there to Mallika, why she did it? Because of that.
My role in The Myth A is not 9 minutes. It's a very decent role, and it gave me an opportunity to work with Jackie Chan, who's the biggest star in Asia. All the stars put on one side and Jackie Chan on one side, and it would go like this. So why won't I do it? I mean, it gave me ample opportunity to do a lot of fighting, martial arts, and one of the best scenes in the movie, the Rat Glue Factory scene, is with me and Jackie, the scene which is written about, everyone has written about it, everyone has loved it. I think I'm very lucky to get this opportunity to work with Stanley and Jackie.
I can only second that on behalf of Mallika. I think as a producer in India, we're not going to get global from an Indian community unless we actually look at various roles. Now, a cameo role is not anywhere different than a lead role, and it depends on the canvas of the movie from all points of view. And I think, therefore, that's the right step for anyone looking at things from India to go out into the world.
I mean, when a Jackie Chan movie opens, it opens to billions of dollars. Come on, and I'm a part of that movie. All of you should be supporting me and cheering me on that.
Like you made Rush Hour Part 1, Part 2, you are going to make third, fourth. Are you also planning in terms of making The Myth Part 2 also?
Yes, because it is because The Myth just still releases some part of Asia, just start in India. We are in Far East, number one box office. And this morning I just talked to the director, let's do the Part 2, The Myth 2. And we've been thinking about the story right now, yes.
Will you be repeating Mallika Sherawat, or you will look out for another actress from India?
No, if we will continue, maybe continue with Mallika, because the princess gone, and my partner's died. What's the Part 2? Probably we start from India, yeah.
Do you want to work with some other artists also? From Bollywood?
What exactly is the question, though?
Do you want to work with some other artists of Bollywood?
Other actors.
Yes, so this is why my manager always contact with, because for the future I know the biggest market is in Asia. Only, you know, China, India, almost 2.5 billion people. It's the biggest market in the world. And the culture almost same, the similar, you know, we have like a similar culture. So this is why I talk to my manager, always contact with a producer. And so this is why I'm willing to do the dancing part and the Indian style. Yes. Hard to say. I cannot name the name, but I know there's someone, yes.
Alright, Jackie, The Myth has done really well in China, but apparently I believe it still hasn't got distribution in major markets like USA, UK, Australia. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Would you like to, Salon or Willie, would you like to comment on the fact? The question was that it's released in Asia, but you haven't yet finalized distribution for the North American markets. Any comment on that?
Well, usually for a Chinese movie, I mean, that's the region we start with, you know, and then of course the film is being sold and taken to all the film festivals and will be marketed to the States. And like all Jackie's movies, actually it's universal now. It goes all around the world. I'm sure to Russia, to, you know, any country you can think of. You'll see a Jackie Chan film there. Thank you.
One more question from Jackie.
I just come back. Just released Police Story. That was 2 years ago. Russia just finished, have a very good result. 2 months ago was French. No. The new Police Story. I mean, new Police Story, France. Just almost 2 years later, because they don't have a piracy. That's the good things. Because in the Far East, you have to release at the same time. Otherwise, like Rush Hour, release 1 day in US, second day all over Hong Kong and Asia, we have a pirate. This really hurt the market. So this is why there's any market they don't have piracy, we can delay. Yeah.
So what kind of expectations do you have from the Indian market for your film?
Huh?
What kind of expectations do you have?
So this is why we still don't know our Indian market. I know it's the biggest one of the biggest market. I don't know what's the box office, how many theater, how many prints. That I don't know. We want to start to learn for Indian market.
Jackie, I'm curious to know, about 3 years back you met one of our popular Bollywood heroes, Akshay Kumar. There was a meeting in Hong Kong. What happened after that? Is he planning to, you are planning to cast him in any film?
You know, all those couple of years, besides making my own movie, I'm willing to meet more people from India, producer, actor, actress. We want to, because not now, but definitely future, Indian movie will boom. We can tell, really. Yeah.
Mallika, internationally has been part of the myth. Has been part of the myth. Helped you get any more international projects?
Me? I just introduced Mallika in my same agency in America. After my agent in Toronto Film Festival and China Film Festival, then my agent, Jackie, can you introduce her to me? I said, what? No. I mean, I want to accept her in America. So we got a pursuit from her. I believe she have a future in US. Yes.
Mallika, can we have your reaction?
My heroes come from China to save me.
Mallika, I know your critics are saying that you've only got 9 minutes in this particular film, but the truth is that anyone in here would love to spend 9 seconds on film with Jackie Chan, so well done to you. And all of your critics, I'm sorry, but it's pure jealousy, far right. Well done, good luck with the project. And thanks to Jackie for giving us the opportunity and getting us the Pardon?
That's fine. Okay, can I have the next question, please? The lady in red wanted to ask a question. Go ahead.
I'm not a journalist.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, what strategies are you undertaking to market the film here, and what challenges have you faced, if any?
And what have we faced?
Challenges have you faced, if any? Are you doing any specific events to market the film?
Well, I think the biggest event is the one you're at right now, because very rarely there's a mainline worldwide movie come, and the lead star and the producer and the director come in here to actually give an India release, which I think is a great endorsement overall for the film and for the fact is how important everyone here thinks the Indian market is as you go forward. It's still early days. I don't think everyone should expect the move. I don't think the effort is what counts. The exposure is what counts. So I think this is the start of that marketing strategy, is to actually have everyone here from that point of view. I need to inform some of you all, because you had thought processes. The South Indian market here is really where Jackie has the largest following.
In China, a lot of the press and a lot of my friends say, who's this handsome man? He's so handsome. You know, Stanley, can you introduce me to him? I say, oh, there's a lot more handsome men in India. And I hope that, you know, like, not only Chinese movie come to India, and I hope some of the Indian film can also come to China, and I hope you can also, you know, find some Chinese star to be in an Indian film. And I don't think they don't mind whether it's a 9 minute or an hour. Thank you.
With that, I just want to say thank you very much, and I request everyone to just come once more in front for a photo opportunity. Okay, we'll start with this side here first, on the left. Okay, we'll go to the middle. Okay, we're in the center now.